Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm an AI version of myself. And today, we are going to learn some interesting things. Welcome to Knowledge Corner.
Echoes of eternity, the Great Pyramids of Giza. They've stood for over 4,500 years, towering above the desert sands. But how much do you really know about the Great Pyramids of Giza? Here are 8 mind-blowing facts that make them one of the most mysterious and impressive structures on Earth. For millennia, these colossal structures have guarded the secrets of a civilization that shaped our understanding of art, engineering, and the afterlife. They are not merely piles of stone but intricate testaments to human ingenuity, ambition, and an enduring quest for immortality. The sheer scale is almost impossible to comprehend, even when standing in their immense shadow. Today, we shall peel back the layers of time, venturing beyond the commonly known tales, to uncover truths that are, in many ways, more astonishing than any fiction. Prepare to witness the Giza Plateau not just as a tourist destination but as a profound historical document, written in limestone and granite, waiting for us to decipher its ancient script. Join me as we delve into the heart of these wonders. Imagine a world teeming with marvels, structures so grand they were whispered about across continents. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, all magnificent, all now lost to the relentless march of time. Yet, one endures. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for the pharaoh Khufu around 2580 to 2560 BC, stands as the sole survivor of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Its resilience is a story in itself, weathering sandstorms, earthquakes, and the rise and fall of empires. When it was completed, this colossal edifice pierced the sky at an astonishing 481 feet, or 146.6 meters. To put this into perspective, it remained the tallest man-made structure on Earth for nearly 4 millennia. Consider the skylines of today punctuated by steel and glass skyscrapers. For thousands of years, this single stone monument held that prestigious title. The very purpose of such a monumental undertaking was to serve as a tomb, an eternal resting place for Pharaoh Khufu, ensuring his safe passage and rebirth in the afterlife. Its enduring presence continues to challenge our perceptions of what ancient civilizations were capable of achieving, making it a true wonder not just of the ancient world, but of all time. For centuries, a pervasive image has clouded our understanding of how these incredible structures were built. The lash of the overseer, the toil of countless slaves under a burning sun. This dramatic yet largely inaccurate portrayal has been fueled by Hollywood epics and popular imagination. However, archaeological discoveries over recent decades have painted a vastly different and far more fascinating picture. The hands that raised the pyramids were not those of unwilling captives, but of skilled workers, artisans and laborers, who were, by the standards of their time, well compensated and respected for their monumental efforts. Near the Giza Plateau, archaeologists have unearthed extensive evidence of worker villages. These were not squalid encampments but organized communities. Excavations have revealed bakeries capable of producing vast quantities of bread, facilities for processing fish and meat, and barracks that provided shelter. The discovery of cemeteries near the pyramids containing the remains of these workers offers compelling insights. Their bones show signs of hard labor, yes, but also evidence of medical care, such as healed fractures. These individuals were part of a highly organized, state-sponsored project, transforming the pyramids from monuments of oppression to testaments of collective human endeavor and sophisticated project management. The sheer size of the Great Pyramid is, of course, its most immediate and overwhelming feature. But delve a little deeper, and one discovers a level of precision in its construction that is, quite frankly, staggering, especially when considering the tools available to its ancient builders. The base of the Great Pyramid, for instance, covers an area of over 13 acres, yet it is astonishingly close to a perfect square. The lengths of its 4 sides vary by no more than a few inches, a deviation so small it's almost imperceptible on such a massive scale. This isn't accidental, it speaks of meticulous planning and surveying skills that defy easy explanation. Furthermore, this colossal structure is aligned with almost pinpoint accuracy to the 4 cardinal directions, true north, south, east, and west. The average error is merely a fraction of a degree. Achieving such precise orientation without the aid of modern compasses, satellites, or laser technology is a feat of ancient astronomy and engineering that continues to mystify experts. Theories abound involving observations of the stars or the sun, but the exact methods remain a subject of intense debate and research. This dedication to precision, from the grand scale of its base to the minute details of its stonework, elevates the Great Pyramid from a mere building to a masterpiece of engineering. The construction of the Great Pyramid involved the quarrying, transportation, and placement of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, with an average weight of around 2.5 tons each. That alone is a logistical challenge of immense proportions. However, some of the stones used in its construction are far, far larger. Consider the massive granite blocks forming the roof of the king's chamber, deep within the pyramid's heart. Some of these individual monoliths weigh up to 80 tons. These colossal granite blocks were not quarried locally. They were transported from Aswan, a region located over 500 miles, more than 800 kilometers, to the south. Imagine the undertaking, hewing these gigantic stones from the bedrock, then moving them overland and up the Nile River, presumably on massive barges, before finally hauling them up the Giza plateau to the construction site. The methods employed to lift and position these multi-ton behemoths onto the rising structure remain one of the pyramid's most enduring enigmas. The successful handling of these monster stones underscores the advanced engineering capabilities and the unwavering determination of the ancient Egyptian builders. When we gaze upon the Great Pyramids today, we see their weathered, stepped core stones, a familiar sandy brown hue against the desert backdrop. While undeniably impressive, this is not how they would have appeared in their original glory. The pyramids, particularly the Great Pyramid of Khufu, were once encased in a layer of fine, highly polished white Tura limestone. These casing stones were meticulously cut and fitted, creating smooth, angled surfaces that would have transformed the appearance of these colossal structures. This brilliant white limestone, quarried from Tura on the opposite bank of the Nile, was chosen for its purity and its ability to take a high polish. Under the intense Egyptian sun, these polished surfaces would have reflected light with dazzling intensity. It is said that they shone so brightly they could be seen from miles away, perhaps even from the mountains of Israel. The ancient Egyptians themselves referred to the Great Pyramid as Akhet Khufu, meaning Khufu's horizon, a name that evokes this luminous quality. Sadly, most of these precious casing stones are now gone. The vision of these shining pyramids reflecting the sun's rays like polished jewels adds another layer of awe to their already legendary status, reminding us that what we see today is but a shadow of their original breathtaking magnificence. One might assume that after centuries of exploration and study, structures as ancient and iconic as the Great Pyramids would have yielded all their secrets. Yet, remarkably, these enigmatic monuments continue to surprise us. Even in the 21st century, with all our advanced technology, new discoveries are being made, reminding us that the story of the pyramids is far from complete. A particularly striking example of this occurred in 2017. An international team of scientists, part of the Scan Pyramids project, employed a cutting-edge technique known as muography. This non-invasive method uses cosmic ray muons subatomic particles that rain down on Earth from space to detect voids and differing densities within solid structures, much like an X-ray but on a vastly larger scale. After meticulously scanning the Great Pyramid of Khufu, they announced a startling discovery, a large, previously unknown void at least 30 meters, nearly 100 feet, long, located above the Grand Gallery. The purpose of this big void, as it has been nicknamed, remains a complete mystery. Is it a hidden chamber, a structural feature designed to relieve stress, or something else entirely? Theories abound, but without direct access, its function is purely speculative. This discovery was a profound reminder that despite centuries of study, including invasive explorations, the Great Pyramid still holds significant secrets within its massive bulk. The ambition of the ancient Egyptians was, quite literally, to reach for the heavens, and in the Great Pyramid, they achieved a feat of vertical engineering that would remain unsurpassed for an astonishing length of time. Upon its completion, around 2560 BC, the Great Pyramid of Giza soared to an original height of approximately 481 feet. 146.6 meters. This made it, by a considerable margin, the tallest man-made structure on the entire planet. It was a record that would stand not for decades or even centuries, but for millennia. For almost 4,000 years, no other building, tower, or monument constructed by human hands managed to eclipse its towering presence. Imagine the countless generations that lived and died, the empires that rose and fell, all while the Great Pyramid maintained its reign as the pinnacle of human architectural achievement in terms of height. From the ziggurats of Mesopotamia to the lighthouses and temples of the classical world, none reached its lofty summit. This incredible longevity as the world's tallest structure speaks volumes about the engineering prowess and the sheer audacity of its builders. It wasn't until the 14th century AD, specifically around 1311, that this ancient record was finally broken. The central spire of Lincoln Cathedral in England, upon its completion, reached an estimated height of 525 feet, 160 meters, finally surpassing the Great Pyramid. Perhaps one of the most perplexing aspects of the Great Pyramids, and indeed the Great Pyramid of Khufu in particular, is the almost complete absence of contemporary records detailing their construction. We have no surviving blueprints, no architectural plans, no detailed papyri explicitly stating how these colossal monuments were designed and erected. While Herodotus, the Greek historian, wrote about them centuries later, his accounts are secondhand and debated. The Egyptians themselves, so meticulous in recording many aspects of their lives, left a curious silence regarding the precise engineering methods employed for their grandest creations. This lack of a definitive instruction manual has fueled endless speculation and a multitude of theories, ranging from the plausible to the highly imaginative. Yet when one ventures inside, the complexity is undeniable. The internal layout of the Great Pyramid includes a network of precisely angled passages, such as the ascending and descending passages, sophisticated chambers like the Queen's Chamber and the King's Chamber, with its massive granite sarcophagus, and the breathtaking Grand Gallery, a corbelled passageway of remarkable height and precision. All of this was carved and constructed with an accuracy that is hard to reconcile with the relatively simple tools believed to have been available. How were the massive stones lifted and positioned with such accuracy? How were the internal passages aligned so perfectly? How was the immense pressure of the overlying stone managed within the structure? While theories involving ramps, levers, and sophisticated surveying techniques offer partial explanations, no single theory has achieved universal acceptance or fully accounts for all the observed features. The Great Pyramid remains in many ways a profound engineering mystery, a silent testament to a level of knowledge and organizational skill that continues to challenge our understanding of the ancient world. Whether you believe they were built by sheer manpower, lost technology, or even aliens, one thing's for sure: the Great Pyramids are one of humanity's most awe-inspiring achievements. These colossal structures, born from the sands of the desert, continue to captivate our imaginations and challenge our understanding of the past. They are more than just tombs. They are symbols of human ambition, ingenuity, and our eternal quest to leave a mark on the world, to reach for something beyond our mortal grasp. The knowledge embedded within their construction, the sheer determination required to bring them into existence, resonates across the millennia, reminding us of the incredible potential that lies within the human spirit. The mysteries they hold may never be fully unraveled, but their power to inspire wonder is undiminished. As we continue to explore and learn, each discovery, each new insight only deepens our appreciation for this ancient civilization and its monumental legacy. Which fact blew your mind the most? Drop it in the comments.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and I'll appreciate it. Thanks.